The festivities got underway in Lansing as Lansing Ignite FC and the Assembly Line took to the streets of downtown to celebrate a new day of professional soccer in the state of Michigan. As we talked about, over 30 years since the last professional game in the state. And of course, they were at the state capitol in downtown Lansing. All the festivities, all the dignitaries from the Lansing area out as well to take part in the celebration. And all of this culminates to this opening night at Cooley Law School Stadium. And let's take a look at the starting 11s for tonight's matchup. First for the home side, Lansing Ignite FC. Getting the start in goal tonight, number 1, Mike Kirk. Played for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds last year, had 2 clean sheets during his time there as well. And of course, the starting lineups brought to you by Fraser Treeblock, the law firm, individual expertise, collective advantage. Starting 11 for the Richmond Kickers, and there is the man up front that we talked about in our open, Joe Gallardo. Experience with the USA U15, U17, and U19 national teams. Played 7 matches for Orlando City B back in 2017. Does have a goal in the 2 matchups so far. Richmond Kickers coming in with a mark of 0-1-1. And they come off a 0-0 draw for South Georgia Tormenta FC. The Kickers will be in their road white kits with the red trim. Lansing Ignite FC in the bright orange. The whistle sounds and professional soccer is underway in the state of Michigan. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us here on ESPN+. From downtown Lansing in Cooley Law School Stadium, as the ball is sent over towards the top near the 18, and now it's played out. Eli Lockaby, playing on his first pro contract, played 4 years at VCU. Now the throw-in coming for Lansing Ignite. Of course, as we talked about in that opening matchup, Lansing Ignite FC got the jump. Took a 3-0 lead and then hung on. Here's an opportunity moving towards the left side of the frame was Alex Bruce. Bruce, the wily veteran, played for San Antonio in USL Championship last year, 73% pass completion rate. That pass completion rate, the new analytics era of soccer. And you hear in the background, festive atmosphere in Lansing. Ball settled down along the line. Ivo Cerda knocked it down. Played his college soccer at the University of Michigan. Spinning with it, Matt Bolduck. Bolduck turns. He's in his 3rd season with the Richmond Kickers. Now Lansing Ignite will play it back to the keeper, Mike Kirk. Kirk got the win in Richmond. Lansing Ignite FC, as we talked about earlier, coming off that 2-1 loss at Greenville. Their next USL League One match will be April 26th against Toronto FC2. Throwing along the far sideline. Good crowd on hand in downtown Lansing. Kirk receives some pressure and sends it over into the bench area. So the Richmond Kickers giving Lansing a little bit of their own medicine in that season opening matchup. Lansing Ignite FC under head coach Nate Miller in his first season. Miller, the youngest head coach across all U.S. professional soccer leagues, plays at 3-4-3, and they will get up after it. When you have the possession of the ball, Lansing Ignite does not sit back. They will not concede possession. And I don't know that the Richmond Kickers were quite ready for that. The ball played up towards the middle. Alex Bruce the target one more time. Now stepping through with it, Xavier Gomez, a through to Bruce. Bruce, right-footed shot on the frame. Akira Fitzgerald goes low to his left to make the stop. So the first opportunity comes here in the 3rd minute. Fitzgerald, a second-team All-ACC performer during his time at Wake Forest, had 4 clean sheets with the Tampa Bay Rowdies last year. Settling it down, Eli Lockaby. Lockaby loses it. Here's Nick Moon settling things down for Lansing. Richmond will take things back as they kick him out in the back left half of the field, and there's a flat-out giveaway. Gomez turns. Nick Moon. Christian Silva. 2 goals in 12 matches played for Karlstad BK in Sweden last year in the professional ranks. We're into the 4th minute. Stepping through the middle of the pitch and swinging it wide to the left. Here is Nick Moon again. Moon very versatile, can play all over. Played his college soccer at Wisconsin, Milwaukee. So we get a whistle and a stoppage. That foul will be called against Richmond. Now the kickers through the middle, trying to mount their first danger of the evening. That ball threaded through wide to the right side. Daniel Jackson in a foot race. And the whistle sounds once again. And there's a look at Joe Gallardo. Gallardo was taken down. 1 goal so far on the season, so this is a dangerous setup for Richmond. Maxi Rodriguez stands over things, as does Scott Thompson. Here is the offending whistle. See Gallardo taking the spill. So here we go, stepping into it, right foot curled in, headed away with little difficulty. Looked like it was Ivo Serda that got down. Throw-in coming up for Richmond. Now we'll get a change in personnel. Eli Lockaby trots over. He tosses it into the corner. The first sustained possession of the evening for the Richmond Kickers. Lockaby along the sideline loses the possession. Thought that ball trickled over the line. The officials say play on. Coming through the middle. Ackway goes back to Greg Boehm. Boehm loses it. Xavier Gomez has been active in the middle in the first 5+ minutes. Grant Stoneman on the USL League One Team of the Week in Week 1 for his efforts against Richmond. Stoneman out of Loyola. And don't forget, we'll take a look at the USL 1 Team of the Week during halftime. Make sure you stick around for that. 7th minute here in downtown Lansing, 0-0 the score. Richmond Kickers, the longest running professional soccer team in America by a grand total of 1 day. Talking with some of the Richmond Kickers people throughout the week. Of course, they say it's Richmond and the Charleston Battery, but Richmond played their opening match the night before Charleston did. So by 1 day, I guess we can call it. Lansing Ignite FC, as we talked about, first professional soccer action here in the state of Michigan since the Detroit Express days, over 3 decades. Lots of talk in the Detroit area about Lansing Ignite. And of course, professional soccer being back in the area. Had an opportunity to talk with Roger Faulkner, one of the co-owners of the Detroit Express, also largely responsible for bringing the 1994 World Cup to Michigan at the Pontiac Silverdome. So Michigan has a rich soccer history from the Detroit Express to the World Cup, and tonight the Lansing Ignite begin a new chapter in the story. Faulkner said he's thrilled for Lansing and the state of Michigan. Grant Stoneman will put it back in play. Good ball from Stoneman. Touchdown on the left side. Nick Moon stepping through, nearly with some dangerous possession, was Celso St. Duke. Celso always a threat when he's around the ball. Had an assist on the first goal in the history of Lansing Ignite FC. St. Duke, a U20 Haitian national team performer last year. Long ball sent up ahead. Moon heads it down. It's played over the line. Looks like the offside instead. will be called. So Richmond will take it back. Middle of the pitch, Greg Boehm will send it back towards the keeper, Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with the left boot, curls it up towards midfield. Nobody on the other end for Richmond. Gallardo will settle it down. Ball touched ahead up the left sideline. Oh, and the whistle and the foul comes. That does not make the contingent at Cooley Law School Stadium happy. Replays brought to you by Sparrow Health Systems. Here comes another free kick situation. Joe Gallardo stands over it. Very clean looking kit from the Richmond Kickers, with a nod to the little bit of the throwback era. Certainly a fan. Gallardo puts the right boot to it, curls it towards the frame, and Mike Kirk will make the catch with relatively little difficulty. Take a look again at our Sparrow Health System replay. Now Kirk one more time will put the leather to it. Sends it up towards midfield. It's across the line. We have a Lansing Ignite player down on the turf. I believe that's Nick Moon. Nick Moon looking around. See what happened there, and Moon got vertical a little bit. I did that in a snowstorm one time. Doesn't feel good, folks. Throw-in coming up for the Ignite. Touch back over the line. Head coach for Richmond, David Bulow, was a coach in the Richmond Kickers Youth Soccer Club and Richmond United system as well for 8 years. Opposed by Nate Miller, all 33 years old. Miller also the head coach at Spring Arbor College in Michigan as well. There's a whistle and the foul is called. So this could be a dangerous setup. Celso calls for it. Good seal and a good turn by Celso St. Duke. It's a savvy play. Initiate that contact. If you are taken down, you'll get the whistle. If you get away clean, you have the possession on the move.
I think it's 3.
Xavier Gomez, the 41st overall pick by the Minnesota United in the 2018 MLS Super Draft. Will curl it up inside the 18. Gives a signal, away he goes, right boot. That was stopped by Gallardo. Richmond trying to counter in an attempt to keep up with it, and they will. They are on the move through the middle. Gallardo, and it's taken away. Tremendous defensive recovery. And maybe the most prime opportunity of the match so far goes by the boards. Gomez will thread it through the middle. Another giveaway here by the Lansing Ignite. Left side again. This time it's Daniel Jackson. Jackson threads the needle, at least he attempted to, on Greg Boehm. Just out of the reach of Boehm. Let's take another look at our Sparrow Health Systems replay. How about that action? Christian Silva closing the door and saving the day, at least temporarily. So we move into the 14th minute. And you can tell already this is a better start for the Richmond Kickers versus a couple of weeks ago. Kickers spent most of the first half on the back foot, as Lansing, with a lot of pressure, kickers, you can tell, a little bit better prepared for that this week. And those aren't my words. Everyone around the Richmond camp talked about the fact they might not have been ready to roll for that, didn't know exactly what they were getting themselves into. Scott Thompson, the defender, said Lansing has not seen us at our best yet. And they certainly have been better here 14 minutes or so into this one. Here comes Lansing, this time up the right side. Curled in. Nick Moon will track it down. Moon on the left side, trying to get around the defender. Very solid tactical defense one more time. Moon will give chase again in the left corner. That ball popped over the line. A throw-in coming up for Richmond. Eli Lockaby has been active so far.
Excuse me, sir. Can you guys scoot down a little bit? Just on the other side of the sign, that'd be awesome. Thanks. He's getting the
Ball
side of
popped
your
up
head.
towards the top of the D. Threading the pass through Gomez as it trickles in towards Fitzgerald. So after the Richmond kickers on the counter got their best opportunity of the night, Lansing Ignite FC with some very solid possession in the final third. Towards the middle, ball squirts through. Here's Nick Moon again. Moon with the giveaway, but the whistle sounds. Joe Gallardo, I think, will be hit with the foul. As Moon gets up. Grant Stoneman, the 2018 Missouri Valley Conference Defensive Player of the Year. That led to him being drafted by the Chicago Fire. Ivo Cerda sees his kit pulled. Greg Boehm has his arms out, and I didn't do anything. Let's take a look at the Sparrow Health Systems replay. There you see the handful of jersey from Boehm. So here's a dangerous setup for Lansing Ignite FC and their home opener. Here we go, ball will be sent over top of the bar. Up near the assembly line supporter section, and there you see they were over at the Lansing Brewing Company all afternoon long, taking care of business. They're doing that again here tonight. We ran the shots in the open. It's been a two-day festival, really, in downtown Lansing for everything that's going on. Took to the streets at the state capitol. All the dignitaries in the city of Lansing out to celebrate this new chapter in professional soccer in the state of Michigan. This time ball played back to the keeper, Kirk. Kirk sends it up towards the line. Touchdown. Xavier Gomez loses out on the 50-50 ball for LIFC. Turning around, Alex Ainskoff. Ainskoff with a bit of international pedigree as well. Played over in Iceland and Germany back in 2016. To the middle, Ivo Cerda will drop it back. Cerda made his pro debut against Richmond in week 1. Mentioned earlier, played his college soccer at the University of Michigan. Also played for the Michigan Bucks in the PDL. As we get a look at Nate Miller, as we talked about, 33 years old. Youngest head coach across all U.S. professional soccer leagues. His assistant coach Joel DeLass and Tim Daniels. Wael Zenga, the goalkeeper's coach. The officials for tonight's matchup, Donovan Nucha, the head referee. Nick Belker, Jeffrey Swartzel, second assistant. Nicole Green is the fourth official. Restart coming up for Richmond. Scott Thompson sends a left foot in there. It's taken away. Pass up ahead the right side. Thompson recovers. It was a good weekend last weekend for Scott Thompson. He won a national title with Virginia back in 2014 on the soccer side, and his Cavaliers won the national title in basketball. Kickers put out a video of Thompson talking about that. So we have a kicker down on the pitch. Good sportsmanship there from Alex Bruce. Let's see what happened. Sparrow Health Systems replay. Right side attack for Richmond. Pass threaded through. Gallardo again turns, chips it towards the D. Left side, there was some space. Jackson had it for a second. That cross is blocked. And the foul will go, or is it offside? Either way, LIFC will take over. Daniel Jackson, you see in the screen, 6'1", drafted by Real Salt Lake in 2014. Played some professional soccer in Tasmania as well. As we motor into the 21st minute. 0-0 the count. Richmond Kickers and Lansing Ignite FC. Doing battle at Cooley Law School Stadium in downtown Lansing, Michigan. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us wherever you're watching on ESPN+. Very historic day here for professional soccer in the state of Michigan. Some good energy in the stadium as well. Supporter section did their march from the Lansing Brewing Company. Here comes a throw-in. Reese Williams will toss it in. Williams had a goal for the New York Cosmos B-side in 2017. Big crowd on hand in downtown Lansing. Opening kick temperature around 47 degrees, which in April in Michigan, you never know what it's going to be. You'll actually take that. Could be 75, could be 30. The sun is out, so it's not as bad as it could be. And a handball will go against LIFC. I believe it was Alex Bruce. Wahab Akwe there, the native of Ghana. And let's see it again. Well, they did call the foul instead. Everybody fired up this evening. Richmond Kickers, it wasn't lost on what happened in that first matchup. As we discussed earlier, Lansing Ignite jumped on Richmond to the tune of 3-0. There was a lot of discussion around the Kickers camp. They were not pleased with that effort nor that result. And they are playing with some fire here tonight. And you knew already there'd be a lot of emotion in the stadium. But as coaches have talked about, now there's film. So there's a basis to go off of. Ball played back to Mike Kirk. Keeper sends it wide to the corner. Ainscough lost track. The ball popped in the air. 50-50 balls popped up high. And you see that pressure again from Lansing Ignite FC. That's the staple of Nate Miller and the way he likes to play. And that 3-4-3. He talks about the fact the goal is 6 seconds. Get the pressure on in 6 seconds. Christian Silva touched it ahead. Gomez. Celso. Celso, some nifty moves. Celso with the cross. Moon will try his hand. He curls it in. It's flicked away, but it'll be a throw-in coming up for Lansing Ignite FC. Reese Williams trots over. Williams surveying the scene. Sends it into the corner. Now Williams trying to get it back, and he does. This is dangerous. Williams steps through, still has it. Curls it inside towards the corner of the 6, and it's touched just wide. Alex Bruce with a thumbs up for the effort. Reese Williams with a tremendous individual effort. Alex Bruce almost got Lansing Ignite on the board. Look at that. That opportunity turned into more than it should have been. I'm sure the Richmond Kickers people will tell you that after they look at the film. Bruce gave chase, but instead Akira Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald had a contract with NYFC back in 2015. Got the clean sheet last week at South Georgia Tormenta FC. Throw-in coming up for Richmond. Ignite trying to play the two-man game as Silva made a run. Touch pass never found him. Grant Stoneman getting after it. It's the ball volleyed back and forth over the midfield stripe. Wide to the right, here's Reese Williams. Scott Thompson will trot over. Thompson, one of the leaders of this Richmond Kickers team on that back line. Signed a homegrown contract with the New York Red Bulls back in 2015. Played in 18 matches last year for Richmond. Pass is sent over to Wahab Akwe. As you're watching USL League One Soccer on ESPN Plus, your home for USL League One Soccer. All season long, sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Take that a step further. One of the best values in television. If you are a soccer fan, you owe it to yourself to subscribe to ESPN Plus. Wide on the left side. Bolduc. Has it taken away at the last moment, but Bolduc will trot over to throw it in. Bolduc's played every minute this year for the Richmond Kickers. Here comes Celso up the right side. Celso a burst of speed, taken down. Will this be a card? Let's see. And it is. Celso was off to the races on that far right side. He's taken down from behind. Let's take another look at our Sparrow Health Systems replay. Maxi Rodriguez, there was little doubt about that one, folks. Celso St. Duke was a team captain for the U17 Nation National Team. So Rodriguez will have to play it tight the rest of the way with that yellow card. Celso with the touch. Rodriguez recovers. Throw-in coming up for Reese Williams. Williams completed 84% of his passes last year for the Real Monarchs. If he was standing on point A, more often than not, the ball found its way to point B as intended. Stoneman sends it back over midfield. Touched up towards midfield. Nick Moon on the left side. Lansing United enjoyed this left side. Here's Celso. Celso stepping through. Celso still has it. Taken down. Referee says play on. Let you be the official. Wahab Akwe may have gotten away with one there. Depends on your brand of soccer. Certainly could make a case both ways. As we move into the 30th minute. Serda sending out wide to the right side. Through the middle, here's Kyle Carr. Carr with a touch wide to the right. Cross curled in towards the frame, and it just goes wide. Wahab Akwe and Akira Fitzgerald met at the ball, almost disastrous for the Richmond Kickers. Sparrow Health Systems replay, let's check this one out. Akwe actually touched it just wide of that right post. That replay brought to you by Sparrow Health Systems. Choose wisely, choose Sparrow. Celso will line things up for the corner. After he gives the wardrobe a bit of an adjustment. Lines up that select soccer ball. Ready to send it towards the 18. It's also waiting for the word. Here it is. Curls it towards the frame. And I believe we had a stoppage as it goes over the back. So Akira Fitzgerald get things rolling. Kickers have had one quality opportunity. Christian Silva closed the door on that defensively. Lansing United FC have come close a few times. Kyle Carr. Gallardo loses his footing. Now the ball cleared out temporarily, but sent right back in. Richmond will try the middle of the pitch. Rodriguez sitting on a yellow card, let it go through. Reaching by Kyle Carr. Zito poked it away. Nearly a counter for LIFC. Ivo Serda settled it down, but does win the throw-in. Matt Bolduck. Along the far sideline. The ball hangs on the sideline and just goes over. Throw-in awarded to Lansing. And a face full of turf. Here you see the face plant. Reese Williams. Hit his face on the tundra. 34th minute. Mike Kirk with the left foot. Boy, again, there was Nick Moon. Nick Moon's been very good here. His first 33 minutes plus of action. LIFC has built up some quality possession on that left side. It's been their preferred attacking side, and they'll try it again. And here's Nick Moon again. Moon to Celso. Celso, the cross, nobody on the other side. Lansing will keep it. That one chipped up. Nobody for the ignite there. Shot on frame, diving stop made by Fitzgerald. Akira Fitzgerald went completely vertical to keep this a 0-0 match. Whistle and the foul will go against Maxi Rodriguez. Let's take a look at the most quality opportunity of the match so far. Oh, shot got redirected. And back to live action, Maxi Rodriguez just got hit with another yellow. He got one in the 26th minute, and now the Richmond Kickers will play the rest of this match down a man. A tremendous turn of events here in the 36th minute. Maxi Rodriguez hit with the yellow, and he can't believe it, but that's his second yellow. And Donovan Nucha gives him the red. So 10 men now for the Richmond Kickers for the rest of this one. Lansing Ignite FC with a big time advantage. Xavier Gomez will stand over, and right now the official discussing things with David Bulow. Bulow does not look pleased, as I wouldn't think he would be. His side will play with 10 men. Xavier Gomez looks at a one-man wall. There's some space in that upper left-hand corner. See what Gomez does. First he'll redirect traffic. Huge moment in this match early on. Curled in, ended up in the air and out temporarily. Daniel Jackson will just send it over the touchline. Let's take another look at the foul that created the red card. Maxi Rodriguez stepped on the foot, it looked like. And we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, he had to tread lightly with that yellow card that he scooped up in the 26th minute. And a very risky play does not pay off for Maxi Rodriguez, nor does it for the Richmond Kickers. 11 v 10 the rest of the way. Here comes Celso. And Lansing Ignite FC, who already likes to play a pressure brand of soccer, well, certainly will turn things loose. And Lansing Ignite FC, of course, won't spill any tears, won't shed any tears for anyone. They played last week's matchup with just 9 men. 10 v 9 at the end. Ball headed away. Maxi Rodriguez, the captain of this Richmond Kickers side. Very surprising to see him pick up 2 yellow cards in just 36 minutes. So Rodriguez, who did find the back of the net against Lansing Ignite FC in that Week 1 matchup, will not do so here tonight. 39th minute. Richmond, understandably, will concede a lot of possession now. Grant Stoneman will send it around. We'll see how patient LIFC chooses to be. Ball threaded through. The target, once again, was Nick Moon. Now it's wide out on the left side. Alex Bruce to Gomez. Silva. Silva, the two-man game, just out of Silva's reach. Throw-in coming up. Dave Abulo right now searching for some answers. Spent 7 seasons as a player for the Richmond Kickers. He scored 45 goals during his playing career and 14 goals in U.S. Open Cup play. Matter of fact, was the all-time leading scorer in the U.S. Open Cup. That ball popped out of play. Ivan Malgalez. So the pressure turned up on the Richmond back line. Kickers team captain Maxi Rodriguez shown the door in the 36th minute, picking up his second yellow card. And Lansing capitalized. That cross popped up. Ivo Serda calms it down. Serda, the target, tried to spin with it. It's played away by Alex Ainscough. Serda, line to the right side. Celso tried to catch up with it, but couldn't. And a goal kick awarded. So the goal kick coming up from Akira Fitzgerald. Of course, LIFC has to protect against being lulled to sleep with all that possession they'll have, playing 11v10. Just a reminder, if you want to check out the USL League One Power Rankings, go to uslleague1.com. Every Monday, those weekly power rankings drop. Keep up with everything that's going on in the USL League One at uslleague1.com. Alex Bruce has it played away, but again, LIFC with the possession. This will be a running theme, you would think, for the rest of the evening. Christian Silva, wide to the right. Celso's been all over this pitch. Moves through, and he'll send that one over top of the goal. 43rd minute. Akira Fitzgerald had a clean sheet last week. He'll be tested here tonight, playing with just 10 men. So St. Duke sent that one over the top. As always, replays brought to you by Sparrow Health Systems. Choose wisely. Choose Sparrow. This goal kick brought to you by LSJ.com and the Lansing State Journal, part of the USA Today network. You can go to the Lansing State Journal tomorrow, read all the recaps from everything going on here tonight in Cooley Law School Stadium. The dawn of a new era. Professional soccer back in the state of Michigan. Historic evening in the state's capital. Richmond Kickers, to this point though, have not done their part to entertain the home faithful. They have kept Lansing Ignite off the board so far. They're into about their 8th minute playing with 10 men. The triple team from LIFC. We'll see the ball go over the line. Throwing coming up for the Richmond Kickers. Scott Thompson will toss it in. Thompson played in 18 matches for Richmond last year as he throws it in. And Richmond, not a lot of pep in their step right now to go after the ball. Probably just want to get to the halftime locker rooms and regroup a little bit. We want to get a regrip too on what's going on. Here comes Bolduc. Again, facing two defenders. Tried to win the corner. How about that move from Kyle Carr? That won't show up in the stat book, but Kyle Carr knew exactly what Bolduc was going to try to do. He was going to try to win a corner, and Carr jumped up in the air at just the right time and let the ball go over the goal line. Very heady play by Kyle Carr. Carr was a JUCO All-American at East Florida State in 2014. Carr at a 74% pass completion rate in the match at Richmond. As we have reached stoppage time. Stoppage time brought to you by Peak Performance Physical Therapy, the official training and rehabilitation partner of Lansing Ignite. Comes over to Grant Stoneman. We will have 2 minutes of stoppage time. This red card has made the Lansing Ignite FC attack a little more measured. We're seeing a bit more possession, a bit more patience. Some discussions being had by Matt Bolduc. And the restart coming up here for LIFC. Richmond playing a man down, trying to defend. Ball sent in towards the middle, popped up in the air. Ackway climbed the sky. And then the scissor kick. And he sends it towards the sky. Kyle Carr back to get it. Roughly about 30 seconds left here in the first half. The Ignite probably will begin to press forward just a little bit. And just as I say that, it's played backwards. Here's Celso. He'll always move forward with it. On the left side, Stoneman. Ball played away, the whistle sounds, and the first half comes to a completion at Cooley Law School Stadium in downtown Lansing. The rebirth of professional soccer in the state of Michigan. Created a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz, but no goals in the first 45 minutes of play. The Richmond Kickers playing that final 12 minutes or so with just 10 men, but the assembly line, they're out in full force with temperatures in the upper 40s. That hasn't stopped them from removing the shirts. 0-0 the score. Lansing Ignite FC and the Richmond Kickers. Kickers trying to avenge that Week 1 loss on their home pitch. As a matter of fact, they will play each other 3 times in the first 6 USL League One matches. 45 minutes down, 45 minutes to go. 0-0 the score. We'll be right back with the halftime festivities. This is USL 1 Soccer on ESPN+. U.S. Open Cup, of course, will get back underway this summer. And of course, USL League One will be no stranger to everything that is U.S. Open Cup play. 5 USL League One teams will partake in this season's excitement. Of course, the U.S. Open Cup, the longest and oldest ongoing national soccer competition in the United States of America, and really just surging in popularity, as soccer fans can attest to. Of course, the deal signed for ESPN Plus will televise a good portion of U.S. Open Cup play. All of it, as a matter of fact, will be on ESPN Plus, as we will take a look at the 5 teams that will compete for USL League One and the U.S. Open Cup, including the Lansing Ignite FC. They'll have a short drive down the highway as they will square off against AFC Ann Arbor. Of course, the Richmond Kickers will take part as well against Virginia United. It really is a great tournament when you look at the fact that everyone's invited. You go from the bottom end all the way up to the top with the MLS. Everybody has a shot. It's settled on the field. And I think that's why everybody has really taken to the U.S. Open Cup. And of course, you can keep up with all of it right here on ESPN Plus. You can join in the excitement, the David versus Goliath matchups, as we take a look at Lansing Ignite FC's upcoming schedule and the matches that will take place for them. They will have a friendly against the Michigan State Spartans coming up on April 16th. And of course, action will pick up back in USL League One play against Toronto FC 2. And they will hit the road at FC Tucson. And oh yeah, the Richmond Kickers again on May 4th. That'll be the 3rd time these 2 teams square off in the first 6 USL League One matches. And then of course, on the far horizon, the U.S. Open Cup. Here's a look at what's next for the Richmond Kickers. Greenville Triumph, and then they will host Chattanooga Red Wolves. And you look down there on May 7th, the Virginia United and the U.S. Open Cup. Make sure you watch on ESPN Plus. Let's take a look at the best of last week in USL Championship and USL League One.
Jameson's going to get to the ball off the giveaway, and Bradford Jameson's got the first goal, and San Antonio FC is on the board.
On his way. Here's Ryan Sierakowski into the penalty area. Sierakowski!
Oh! Weaving it forward. Oh, look at a piece of that to Rob Dos Santos.
Plata. He'll take a shot, and a goal! Joao Plata!
Leo's ball, nice curl, this time headed for the goal!
Afternoon's match. A good ball into Lewis. What a strike! Zico Lewis.
Nice 1-2 there.
Here comes that scissors kick, and Isaac was alive to it.
Long range shot, curling, and it's in the back of the net.
And it's going to be Lewis. He just takes the strike. And Brandon Miller manages to get just a hair on it.
Austin Bold strikes first. Good ball in, John, diving header.
He's going to give it a crack, deflected away by
Huntley lets it fly, and Juan punches it away.
and it is a goal.
Fleming's in for JJ.
Here's Micheletto. Sends over, beautiful curler! Marco Micheletto. To the right side of the box. Robinson comes back, looking for some help. Deflected there, chance in front of goal, stopped by Kirk.
Full head of steam. Perusa trying to chip the goalie, and that's exactly what happened.
Dennis. And that one off the crossbar, and Fitzgerald getting a piece of that.
Here's an opportunity. Syed buries it for the Red Wolves.
Advantage for the rest of this game. Endo going right at it, punched out by Herrera. Outstanding effort.
Cox runs over it. Second chance, Vega there. back of the net. Near post, headed on into the back of the net.
Let's take a look at the news and notes around the league. Keep you up to date with everything that's going on with USL League One. Of course, Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup will begin May 7th and 8th. As we talked about, 5 USL League One sides will be in action. And of course, the Player of the Week, Connor Antley, recorded and assisted on all 3 Tormenta goals for the week as the home debuts continue all across USL League One. Very exciting times, and here is the USL League One Team of the Week. And there you see, taking part in tonight's game, Wahab Akwe for the Richmond Kickers. Get you up to date with the scoreboard and what's going on all around USL League One. They're at halftime. Greenville Triumph and the Chattanooga Red Wolves. They're level at 0-0. And then later on, the West Coast action. North Texas Soccer Club also will host Forward Madison FC. Then out in Arizona, FC Tucson and Toronto FC 2 will do battle. And as always, you can watch all these matchups right here on ESPN Plus. USL League One next weekend, Friday night. Orlando City B and Forward Madison will do battle. And then on Saturday, a doubleheader of action. Chattanooga Red Wolves, South Georgia Tormenta FC. And wrapping it up, Greenville Triumph and the Richmond Kickers. All these games available on ESPN Plus. We'll take our final halftime break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the highlights and get you ready for the second half of play. 0-0 to score. We'll be right back with more. This USL League One Soccer on ESPN Plus. Welcome back to Cooley Law School Stadium. 0-0 the score through the first 45 minutes of play between the Lansing Ignite FC and the Richmond Kickers, the oldest running professional soccer team in the United States, and the Richmond Kickers against one of the newest here tonight. Let's take a look at the highlights from the first 45 minutes of play between these two sides. Not a lot of goals, but there were some opportunities, and there certainly were a bunch of storylines. Akira Fitzgerald made a couple of good saves during that first 45 minutes of play. This was the real quality chance for the Richmond Kickers. Joe Gallardo had the door closed with great recovery from Christian Silva defensively. There you see Silva taking an expert angle and stepping through, dispossessing Gallardo. The rest of the second half would see Akira Fitzgerald be steady, as he had to be. Xavier Gomez, certainly Nick Moon as well. Celso St. Duke were dangerous, as was Reese Williams on this chance. Did you see Williams stepping through some defenders, and then the cross was played just wide by the right foot of Alex Bruce. And as we talked about, here is Celso on the move. And there we see the first yellow card against Maxi Rodriguez in the 26th minute. Keep that in mind as we continue to roll the highlights here. Celso speed, a problem for Rodriguez as he took him down. And there was some open space for Celso, as you see, and Rodriguez knew it. Stepped through, and he moved on. There you see Rodriguez with that captain's armband. He would not have that armband on for much longer. As here we see 21 on 21, Maxi Rodriguez hit with the red card. Pay attention to the feet. As you see here, Rodriguez steps up, steps on the foot of Ivo Cerda. Rodriguez hit with another yellow card, which of course would be the obligatory red in the 36th minute. And that is when things changed for the Richmond Kickers. Lansing Ignite FC, as you might expect, dominated the possession the rest of the first half. Celso again spent some time on the ball in space, would fire that one over top of the cage. Celso again a factor. Not truly dangerous opportunities from Lansing Ignite FC once they had that man advantage, but at the same time, Braden Troyer will start the second half for the Richmond Kickers. Alex Ainscough will come out. So some adjustments. David Bulow. Troyer comes in, played his college soccer at South Carolina. 116 matches played for Richmond in 4 seasons. Played over 2,300 minutes last year. He's been a stalwart as of late. He will walk into the pressure cooker. Well, Braden Troyer. Lansing Ignite FC will have the possession to get things started. They will roll out the same 11. And away we go from Cooley Law School Stadium. Professional soccer back in the state of Michigan. I mentioned towards the end of that first half, Lansing Ignite FC much more patient with the possession. The Ignite typically a high-octane press, 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 go, go, go squad all the time. A little bit different agenda here with that man advantage. Playing with 10 men is the Richmond Kickers. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Choose wisely, choose Sparrow. Kyle Carr with it. Now they'll go to Reese Williams. Williams had a couple of good individual efforts. His cross headed up into the air. Played over the line. Throw-in coming for Lansing Ignite. Along the far sideline. Tossed into Alex Bruce. Ivo Cerda. Christian Silva. Silva, the man responsible for maybe keeping Richmond off the board. Here's an opportunity. Right-footed shot strikes into the upper right-hand corner. 1-0, Lansing Ignite FC. Nick Moon delivers the goods. And they're going crazy in Cooley Law School Stadium. Lansing supporters excited as their side takes a 1-0 lead. How about this measured by Nick Moon, and he sends a rocket into the upper right corner. Nick Moon measured it, and Akira Fitzgerald had no chance. Doesn't take Lansing Ignite FC long to strike here in the second half. With that man advantage. You can feel the atmosphere changing in Cooley Law School Stadium. Nick Moon gives Lansing the 1-0 lead. Now the hand will be forced for the Richmond Kickers a bit. Matt Bolduck goes wide to the left side. Here's Thompson, trickles it in, and it's played away. As you can see the adjustment of priorities for the Richmond Kickers. Bolduck curls it. It was flicked on. Greg Bame played it back. Kickers trying to regroup. Trailing for the first time here tonight. Celso, the touch. Here's Reese Williams again stepping through. Williams on the move, taken down. Ivan Malgalez, the guilty party. Reese Williams one more time with some magic. Malgalez had to challenge. This will be a dangerous setup for Lansing Ignite FC. Kyle Carr up top with Xavier Gomez. Xavier Gomez had a goal and an assist in the win at Richmond. Gomez will do the honors. Lines it up, curls it towards the left side, headed on just wide of the left post. Another prime opportunity for Lansing Ignite. The Sharks beginning to circle in the waters a little bit in Michigan's capital. 51st minute we go. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us for USL League One soccer action right here on ESPN Plus, your home for USL League One. Alex Bruce was the target of that long pass. It's popped up towards midfield. Carr will play it back towards the middle of the pitch. Serda will drop it back. Lansing Ignite FC now with that early goal here in the second half, playing with the man advantage, hold all the cards. They can be as patient as they want. They have the space to do what they want. If something doesn't suit their eye, they can just turn right back around. It's the position they're in right now. Celso. Reese Williams. Celso again. Tried to keep it in. Just unable to. Handball will be called against Reese Williams. (1-0) Lansing Ignite FC with the lead. Nick Moon, the goal scorer. 47th minute. That is the difference. So the kickers now will be forced to get on the front foot. Here's Matt Bolduck trying to do just that. Gallardo sends it across. It was loose for a minute, right at the top of the 6. Thompson taken down. Nucha with some words as things will get reset. Thompson sends it back. Settled down one more time by Lansing. way. Trying to go ahead. It's played away by Xavier Gomez. They'll try one more time. Sent up towards Daniel Jackson. Jackson at 6'1". A big target to work with. Ball kept alive along the line. Richmond will look to make another sub. The next opportunity. Here comes a left side attack. Making a run was Cerda. Goes just over top of Cerda. As the ball's played over the line. Speaking of the ball, Select is the official ball supplier of USL League One and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Dennis Chin comes into the game for the Richmond Kickers. Daniel Jackson comes out. One sub remaining for the Kickers. Lansing Ignite FC yet to sub. Here's Kyle Carr towards the middle. Ball reversal to the right side. Reese Williams does a nice job on the receive. He crosses it and it's in the back of the net. Alex Bruce from the Reese Williams cross. 2-0 Lansing Ignite FC. The assembly line lets the smoke go. And Reese Williams has been pretty dynamic here tonight and just won the 1v1 battle. And Alex Bruce touches it home. One more look at it. Replay is brought to you by Sparrow Health System. How about that move from Reese Williams? It all started with the receive of the pass. Lansing Ignite FC.
I gotta be subconscious that I'm on the damn jumbo.
Taking a 2-0 lead. It's danger time right now for the Richmond Kickers. In the 56th minute. Dennis Chin turns with it. Sent it back. Official says play on. Greg Payne hit the turf. The ball played away at the last moment. Lansing will keep it temporarily. Scott Thompson will instead let it roll to Fitzgerald. But you can tell the Ignite attack full of confidence right now. You can play that way when you have a 2-0 lead as Xavier Gomez takes it away. Left side stepping through one more time. Good anticipation. Magalhaes played it away. And Richmond will just send it down the pitch. Very steep mountain to climb for the Richmond Kickers. They do have time. 57th minute. Maha back way turns. Christian Silva though on the other end. There's a look at the second goal scorer, Alex Bruce. It's his first of the season. Just giving LIFC some cushion. Played through midfield, another deliberate attack for Lansing Ignite. Kyle Carr sends it ahead. And Alex Bruce is feeling it right now. Mike Kirk. Send it down for midfield. Dennis Chin the target. That foul will go against the Richmond kickers. Greg Boehm the guilty one. Boehm started 26 matches for VCU during his junior year of college. Silva down on the pitch for Lansing Ignite. Lansing Ignite FC training staff out on the scene. It's a chilly night in Lansing. Of course, anyone familiar with the state of Michigan would not call it cold. It was in the upper 40s when the match started. Let's see what happened. There was Dennis Chin mixed up with Brandon Fricky. Silva limping off. See if Nate Miller wants to go the substitution route. Doesn't look like it. It looks like Christian Silva will stay in the match. Come back in at the next chance. Good ball sent outside the 18. Foul will be called against Dennis Chin. There is Nate Miller, 33 years old, the youngest head coach across all U.S. professional soccer leagues. His assistants, Joe DeLass and Tim Daniels, the Lansing United FC goalkeepers coach, Wael Zenga. Ball will trickle over the sideline.
Me or you?
Substitution coming up for Lansing Ignited FC. As Nathan Lewis will come in for the first time. We talked about him in the open. Could be a spark plug for LIFC. Trained with the Trinidad and Tobago national team recently, played 90 minutes in the TNT International Friendly versus Wales. He's got 2 career goals for the Trinidad and Tobago national team. Nathan Lewis in, Reese Williams will come out. Williams 60 high quality minutes of soccer here this evening. Kyle Carr gives it away. Here is Nathan Lewis with it, playing it back. And that was the reason for the delayed arrival. Scott Thompson mixing it up. Officials say play on. The ball goes over the line. That was the reason for the delay in arrival for Nathan Lewis. Spending time with the Trinidad and Tobago men's national team. In the mix. Thompson comes through with it. Right side, here's Joe Gallardo. Down a man, down 2-0. If something's going to happen for Richmond, it may fall on the shoulders of that number 10, Joe Gallardo. Mike Kirk, he has not been tested here tonight so far. Kirk boots it down the pitch. Celso made a run. Aguilas played it away. 63rd minute, 2-0, Lansing Ignite FC with the lead. Celso tried to get the touch. Instead, the ball goes over the line. One thing we know for sure, when Lansing Ignite FC scores against Richmond, there's probably another one coming. They did that, of course, in the Week 1 matchup. Took a 2-0 lead into halftime. Two goals here to start the second half. And that is where we stand. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us. Cooley Law School Stadium, Lansing, Michigan. Michigan State Capital. Richmond Kickers playing with 10 men. Maxi Rodriguez, the captain, got a red card in an early shower in the 36th minute. Kickers trying to do anything they can to mount some type of attack. Joe Gallardo unable to keep it from going over the sideline. Kickers will get it back. Lansing Ignite FC, their next USL League One match will be April 26th against Toronto FC 2. Remember, you can get tickets at LansingIgnite.com. Cooley Law School Stadium, downtown Lansing. Xavier Gomez turns. Sends it on towards the left side. Silva steps through. Silva goes wide to the right. Here's Nathan Lewis. Lewis towards the top. Ball punched out over the touchline. Fans follow Lansing Ignite FC and the rest of the USL League One all season long on ESPN Plus, the home of the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch League One live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Telling you folks, the best value in television, ESPN Plus. If you don't have it yet, get it. Especially if you're a soccer fan. 66th minute. Nick Boone got the party started for the home side in the 47th minute. And just 9 minutes later, Alex Bruce joined in the festivities as well, and that is where we stand. Kickers playing with 10 men. Gallardo sends it in towards the 18. Here's a dangerous opportunity. The ball is free, and it's slotted home for the Richmond Kickers. The Kickers steal one. Eli Lockaby had the initial pressure, and then the ball was slotted home. The Kickers not done yet. They slice the Ignite lead in half in the 67th minute.
15. Yep.
Dennis Chin got the goal. As we see Lockaby with the initial pressure, then Chin crosses over, slots one through. So just like that, things have changed here in Michigan's capital city. Now some more pressure from Richmond playing down a man. Joe Gallardo was taken down along the far sideline. Gallardo ready for the throw in, and he goes to Chin. Chin just scored one. Here comes Celso St. Duke. LIFC looking to counter. It's a 3v3. Lewis making a run up the right side. Celso still has it. Celso loses it. A corner coming up. No, instead it will be a goal kick. Celso didn't like the non-call. Janet's Chin has changed the narrative here tonight. His first goal of the season. Here's Lewis. Slides a pass up ahead. Celso makes a turn with it. Moving wide to the right. Celso on the move. He will win the corner. Let's take a look at that last run by Celso. Ackway muscled up on Celso. Celso couldn't believe the whistle didn't sound. Celso moves over for the in-swinging corner kick. As we press on towards the 70th minute. Celso serves it up. Corner short. Now it's loose. Right foot shot is in. 3-1 Lansing Ignite FC. Just as quickly as Richmond got back into it, Grant Stoneman restores the 2-goal lead. Celso served up the corner towards the short post. Grant Stoneman crossed over, and he buried it. Good anticipation by Stoneman. Just chipped it in off the crossbar. Tremendous touch. Replay is brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Choose wisely, choose Sparrow. So Stoneman in the 70th minute. Does LIFC some breathing room, but here's another opportunity. Chin shot is blocked. Stoneman, who just scored, makes the defensive play as Chin made a bid for a brace. End-to-end action here in the 71st minute. Gallardo. The very short corner. Gallardo knocks it down and makes his turn. Gallardo into the 18. And a corner awarded. Gallardo will jog it back towards the corner. Official Minucha having some discussion with Nathan Lewis. And actually they will call the foul. This is a dangerous setup right outside the 18. Let's see what we got. There's Silva. I wonder if they called that foul initially, gave him the play on, and then went back to it. Gallardo stands over it in the left corner. Big spot here for the Richmond Kickers. Gallardo curls it. It's headed up and away. Lansing United finally do clear it out. Ackway has that played away. You have to give the Richmond Kickers a lot of credit. They would have every excuse in the world to pack it in. They were down 2-0, down a man. Dennis Chin got a goal. Lansing Ignite FC came back with a Grant Stoneman goal in the 70th minute. And the Richmond Kickers still undeterred, giving everything they have, playing with 10 men. Here comes Celso. On the move. Celso crosses over, still has it. Sends a cross in. Kira Fitzgerald will go to the turf to scoop it up. Scott Thompson catches it from Fitzgerald. On the touchline, ball's out. Quick throw-in for Richmond. Richmond saying if it was our throw-in, why didn't that count? Looking for the latest USL League One news and content? Follow USL League One on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for exclusive access and updates. Thompson still has the select ball in his arm. Looking for the all clear. Not quite sure what the holdup is. Richmond still has one sub available. As the officials having the conference. There's a big game in the state of Michigan. That man Donovan Nucha is usually in on it. And referee tonight. Algalaz will play it back. Ball curled up towards the left side. Here's Scott Thompson with it up. As usually defending position. Troyer. Back to Thompson. Sends it inside the 18. Lansing Ignite. Just pound it back out towards midfield. They have a 2-goal lead. They're playing with a man advantage. The final 15 minutes plus stoppage time here at Michigan State Capitol. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us. Wherever you're watching on ESPN Plus. Your home for USL League One soccer. Lansing Ignite FC taking their time, and right now the whistle will sound. Some further discussion going on. Well, back way. Didn't get an explanation to his liking, I don't believe. Throw-in will go to the Richmond Kickers. Substitution coming up for Lansing Ignite FC. Rafa Mintzingen will check in. Celso St. Duke. See his evening come to a close. Celso with some dynamic runs here tonight. Mintzingen in. Again, the native of Rio de Janeiro. And his pro debut versus Richmond in game 1. Now it's official. Also St. Duke out. Rafa Mintzingen in. Celso handshakes on the Lansing Ignite FC bench. The ball trickles over the far touchline. 78th minute. Three things working against the Richmond Kickers. The three things you don't really want working against you. As that ball played away. The clock, the score, and the number of players on the pitch. It's a tough trifecta to overcome. I believe that was Minsking. It caught that one in the chops. Went over the line. Welcome to the match, Rafa. And of course, with the temperature falling through the 40s, I'm sure that doesn't help shake it off. That pass sent up ahead. Turning with it was Chin. Chin's got the goal for the Kickers here tonight. Attempted counter, but the offside flag is up. Alex Bruce in ahead, I believe. Here's Chin challenging one more time, and Chin hit with the foul. So Dennis Chin, despite the fact that his Richmond Kicker side down to 10 men, has been effective here in the second half. And 5 goals for Nesher FC in Israel back in 2017. Won the Golden Boot for Orlando City SC back in 2012. Chin's given it all he's had here down a man. There's Nathan Lewis dropping it back. Rafa Minsing the target. Throw-in coming up for LIFC. Another throw-in coming up. So we move towards the 81st minute. Nathan Lewis will back up. Sends it short. Lewis creates a turnover. Here's Ivo Cerda to Lewis, back to Cerda. Cerda makes a run. Can he catch up to it? No, as it's headed away by Greg Bain. Another corner coming up. Again, Lansing Ignite FC very deliberate. Xavier Gomez. Gomez curls it inside the box. It's flicked away. Right foot shot. Not much on it. Gomez pops it up one more time. The punch from Fitzgerald will clear it. Kickers do well to eliminate the threat. Here's a turnover. Joe Gallardo making a run with Chin. Lansing back line recovers. That closed down quickly. Gallardo catches one of his own. Bolduc dispossessed, and then the foul will be called. I believe that may be a yellow card. It was a blatant grab of the jersey. And Matt Bolduc. Just a frustrating night for the Richmond Kickers. Let's take another look at the replay. Brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Not much debate. Bolduc tried to pull the hands back, but the horses were out of the barn at that point. Eli Lockerbie. Lockerbie threads it. Gallardo, good ball. Gallardo can't do what he wanted to with it. Game tried to send it ahead, headed away. Kickers will try the right side again. Curled in towards the 6. That time it's Ivo Cerda. Sends it away. Christian Silva. Shoots it up towards midfield. Final sub of the night coming on for the Richmond Kickers. Yannick Eckenrode will come in. Eckenrode signed by the Kickers in the preseason. Eli Lockaby will come out. Lockaby was pretty good here tonight. Eckenrode in. It's college soccer at George Mason. So Yannick Eckenrode. Substitution coming up for Lansing Ignite FC. Alex Bruce will come out. Pato Botello Faz from Monterrey, Mexico. Botello Faz, a prolific goal scorer in college. 39 goals during his collegiate career. Alex Bruce, of course, scored the second goal of the match here tonight in the second half. Nick Moon sent that one in. Ponto comes in. Alex Bruce comes up. Bruce gets a hug from Nate Miller. Botello Faz comes into the game, played 8 games last year for Corpus Christi FC. Throw-in coming for Nick Moon. He will pass off the duties. No, he won't. He will toss it in deep towards the left side. Disappointing touch. Rafa Minsigan. It's in the 85th minute. Home fans are happy here in Cooley Law School Stadium in downtown Lansing tonight. Side Lansing United FC up 3-1. Here's an opportunity. Minsigan shot! Diving stop made by Akira Fitzgerald. Minsigan almost made it 4-1. Akira Fitzgerald rose to the occasion. Nathan Lewis on the right side, 1v1. Lewis goes to work, goes wide, stops, drops it back, right foot, curled towards the back post. Fitzgerald made the grab. That one for Fitzgerald a little less difficult than this one. Alpha Minsigan got all of this right foot. Akira Fitzgerald closes the door. You see that one in the plays of the week. Mike Kirk picks it up. Who's up? Who's down? Where does your club sit? Find out every Monday in the official USL League One Power Rankings, only on USLLeague1.com. Here's another chance, and that ball's off the right post. I think the whistle sounded. This was a dangerous opportunity. It stung that right post. Boy, Nick Moon made another go at one. Xavier Gomez with the corner. Plays it short to Nathan Lewis. Christian Silva left side. Lansing Ignite FC. looking to tack on another one. Heavy pressure towards the end of this match. They'll try the left side one more time. All settled down in that left corner. 89th minute. People started calling for it in the middle of the pitch. Here comes a counter for the Richmond Kickers. Moving as far ahead as they can. Gallardo goes wide to the right. That shot. He touched out of play. His corner kick up coming. Scott Thompson retreats. Thompson will serve it up. Kickers down a man, down 2 goals. Down to their final couple minutes. That one got all the way through. Richmond, the bench was calling for a handball. That was the whistle. Let's take another look at it. And yep, there we had it right there. Rock solid camera work. Back way. Guilty with that right elbow. Vince again with some pressure. Trying to head that one through. Again with the challenge. This time the offside flag is up.
Oh, all right. No shit.
So we move into stoppage time. Ball popped back down the pitch as it's volleyed back and forth. Stoppage time brought to you by Peak Performance Physical Therapy, the official training and rehabilitation partner of Lansing Ignite. Lansing Ignite FC looking to go to 2-1 early on in this long USL League One season. We'll have 3 minutes of stoppage time. We will see the trilogy of this matchup coming up in just a couple weeks as Lansing Ignite FC and the Richmond Kickers will square off for a 3rd time. It'll be the 3rd time in the first 6 USL League One matches that these sides will square off. It's a matchup Lansing Ignite FC likes a lot so far. 3 goals both times. Richmond Kickers playing a majority of this match with 10 men as their captain Maxi Rodriguez picked up his 2nd yellow card back in the 36th minute. Eckenrode puts the boot to it, it's headed away. That ball just trickles over the touchline. Owen coming up for Lansing Ignite FC. Let's take a look at tonight's defensive play of the match brought to you by Kuntz Law. Here we get a look at it. The tremendous recovery from Grant Stoneman. That was right after Stoneman scored a goal as well. For an unwavering criminal defense, call Kuntz Law at 517-236-8668. Again, your Kuntz Law defensive play of the match. Sends it up ahead. Kira Fitzgerald. Final couple moments First professional soccer match in the state of Michigan in a long time. We're at Cooley Law School Stadium.
What, no post-game show? No interviews? No interviews?
Rafa Minzigan will escort that one to the corner. Final few seconds. The final whistle sounds and Lansing Ignite FC victorious in their home opener here in USL League One. They defeat the Richmond Kickers by the score of 3-1 at Cooley Law School Stadium. Nate Miller victorious with the handshakes of the Richmond Kickers coaching staff. And the youngest head coach across all U.S. professional soccer leagues at 33 years old has his side at 2-1 early on in the USL League One season. That man, Alex Bruce, what will go down as the game-winning goal, the second one of the evening, off the tremendous effort from Reese Williams. Congratulations all around in downtown Lansing. A huge crowd goes home happy. Lansing Ignite FC with a 3-1 win over the Richmond Kickers. Let's take a look at the highlights from tonight's matchup.
I don't know.
The first half went through without a goal, but the second half certainly saw its fair share of action. Downtown Lansing, Michigan tonight, Celso got things going with his tremendous speed, and that was Maxi Rodriguez picking up a yellow card in the 26th minute. Remember that for this. Maxi Rodriguez with the challenge, stepping on the foot of Ivo Cerda, would receive his second yellow card, given the obligatory red card in the 36th minute, and that would turn this match on its ear as Lansing Ignite FC will play the rest of the way with a man advantage. Maxi Rodriguez couldn't believe it. We went to the halftime break scoreless, but in the second half, Lansing Ignite FC wasted little time. Nick Moon got things rolling with that rocket from the right foot. That gave Lansing Ignite FC the 1-0 lead. And that whipped the crowd at Cooley Law School Stadium into a frenzy. Just moments later, this tremendous individual effort by Reese Williams, working 1v1 the cross, and on the doorstep was Alex Bruce. As he touched it across the line, people thought that the route was on. Lansing Ignite FC up a man, now up 2-0 in the 56th minute. However, the Richmond Kickers had other ideas as they would bounce back. And Dennis Chin in the 66th minute would score. And the Richmond Kickers were right back in this match. But the energy would be short-lived off the corner. Grant Stoneman would seal the deal for Lansing Ignite FC, giving them the 3-1 margin. That would be the final score. Lansing Ignite FC gets the 3-1 win over the Richmond Kickers. Let's take a look at tonight's play of the match. Tonight's play of the match is brought to you by Telecris Plasma Resources. Pride for our donors, passion for our patients. Help create life-saving medication by donating plasma today. And it was this right-footed rocket by Nick Moon. It was our Telecris Plasma Resources play of the match. It sent the assembly line into a frenzy, and a big crowd on hand at Cooley Law School Stadium as well. And that really set the tone for the second half. And the assembly line can't get enough. And that will do it for our coverage in Lansing, Michigan tonight. The Assembly line fired up. Professional soccer back in the state of Michigan after 3 decades. So thank you everyone for watching. Lansing Ignite FC win this one 3-1 over the Richmond Kickers. My name is Neil Rule. We'll talk to you again soon. Thank you for watching, everybody. This has been a presentation of ESPN Plus. Well, see you later.
Rebroadcast or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League, League One.